On YouTube, I found, yes, ignore the E's. Apparently this is the perfect Uno hand, and I'm gonna judge to see if this is really true. Can this person actually, with this big hand, actually win the game of Uno? Alright, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to win.
Okay, I would bet you, like, my house.
Alright, just before we begin, it is the normal Uno rules according to the video game and also the rules of the game. Which means stacking is allowed. There is bluffing, so you can, like, so basically how the bluffing works is that you can challenge someone if you think they have the color that was the previous color. So say the previous color was green, and they have a green card. If you challenge, and they do have a green, they pick up +4, the person who drew it. But if they don't, you pick up +6 instead of +4. Of course, you don't have the challenge. You can just take the penalty of +4. Alright.
Yeah.
When I have one card left.
Oh, it's too bad we didn't put money on this game. But I might be willing to bet you something.
I would have put money on this game.
Yeah, because you're a better Uno player, or you think right now you're lucky, but you're about to go down hard in flames. Here, I need you to hold. I need you to hold this, okay?
There's no way, like, scientifically, that you can beat me at this game. When I have.
Actually, there is. It is called the +4, or the wild card, or a +2. If you have a +2, you can actually beat a person, or like any of those. You can beat any person, just with one simple, with that card. Because obviously +2 speaks for itself. The person has to pick up 2. A wild card is what changes the color. So technically, it is still possible to lose because the other person could also have a wild card, and you can change it to anything you want. But the +4 is +4 is the best way, because in Uno there's a point system where, yeah. So before the game ends, they have to pick up +4, and then when they have no more cards, the person picks up +4, and that's the game. They can still challenge and it's whatnot, but it's scientifically possible to beat this game with just one with that many cards, and she can lose.
I have one left.
That's it. All right. I'll you know what? I'll take you on it because we're going to reverse to me.
All right. Now, normally this would reverse a player, so it would reverse in the direction where the game is going. So say it was going clockwise, it'll go counterclockwise now. But in 2 players, when it's just a 1v1, that would skip the other person's turn.
Wild.
Wait,
reverse.
All right, you can't do that. You cannot do that. There's 2 things he did wrong. First of all, you cannot place a card immediately after a wild card unless you have another wild card. But that's with the jump-in rule, and that is not possible in this. So in just regular based Uno. So right now, you would not have been allowed to place down that reverse. That is not allowed. Another thing he did wrong. He did not call out the color he was going to place. He has to call out the color before you place the before you place it, before the next person plays. So right now, this would be an illegal play.
Back to me. Skip a card.
That's fine. Draw 4. Now she would have to draw +4, and she could challenge though.
And skip your turn again. I'm changing it to.
You didn't call it out. You have to call out the color before. But again, the +4 still skips her turn if she just takes it. Skip. Now that. So it still skips her turn, and he didn't call out blue, so that would be an illegal play. But it doesn't really matter because it still skips.
Blue. We're going to reverse to me one final time. We're going to skip your turn, and maybe I'm going to change it this
again.
Time to red.
At least you called it as you're placing it, so that's a bit better. So I guess that's allowed. But right there, that's not allowed. You can't do that. You can't place a wild. You can't allow the after you place down a wild card, it immediately goes to the next person's turn. So again, another illegal play.
You're gonna draw 2, and then you'll draw
Also, what I mean by illegal plays, I mean it's breaking the rules.
2 again. Will reverse to me one
Those +2s would have skipped our turn. That would also skipped our turn.
last time. You can draw 4
Draw 4 again. Also would have skipped our turn.
because that's Uno, and I'm wild. And
She had a okay. So she would have won. In this scenario, she would have won. So, would have this been the greatest Uno clutch of all time? Not really. She would have won either way, because she had a yellow 7 from what we saw, and of course he changed it to yellow and with a wild card, and since that he can't place another card after that, she would have won, and yeah. Yes, she would have lost. Well, no, not she. He would have lost. She would have won.